Hey everybody, welcome back to the Adventures of Goldhawk with myself and...
Kiko, indeed. It has been a while!
It has been a while, we've been busy and lazy, and mostly lazy actually I think. Really.
Yeah, I think it's mostly been lazy.
Yeah. You know, in this picture it looks like Orlando's getting savaged by something.
Which one?
The one with the mice.
Nah, he's just talking.
I don't think he's talking, like, that's kind of a... Ah! You know, like a look of sort of... Not sure pain, but...
I think it's talking.
Or maybe the mouse is about to threaten to beat him up. I mean, that is a burly ass mouse.
That is an interesting posture he has with his hands going.
It looks like he's cracking his knuckles, ready to duff up a metal pig.
You got some blue cheese on you.
Oh mate, I can smell it from here. It's like crack. Anyway, shall we get going?
We should.
Let's do this then. Making straight for the village, you're surprised to see that all the houses are painted blue. You will see that all the inhabitants are blue mice, and blue mice at that, standing on their hind legs as tall as any humans.
Dab-and-dee-dab-and-die.
I'm blue, baba-dee-baba-die. Are we getting two to that?
We might!
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Anyway, Goldhawk speaks. These mice don't look very dangerous. Let's ask them if they know where the howling tunnels are, Orlando. You walk over to a smithy, where a big blue mouse is hard at work beating his penis into a shape on an anvil.
Well, I think that says sword.
Who's reading this book?
You are.
Exactly. Good morning. My name is Prince Goldhawk of Karazhan, and this is my servant, Orlando.
Hello.
Quiet, Orlando, I'm talking.
Oh.
Could you please tell me where I can find the howling tunnels? The fate of my kingdom rests on it.
What, the howling tunnels?
Well, yes, that's what we're looking for, isn't it?
Well, if it rested on it, surely we'd just go under the kingdom.
Are we going into realistic things now? I'm wearing gold armor. Do you want to do this? In front of the blue person?
What, in front of the giant human-like blue mouse?
No, let us know to be racist, Orlando.
Well, he is blue.
Oh, because I'm very sorry, sir. If you understand what the mouse wants, and nobody fucking does, let's be honest.
Nobody.
Nobody at all. No, that just doesn't make any sense.
No.
Go to 7A. If you do not understand what he wants, go to 7C.
Do we understand what they want?
Let's pretend we do. Let's just do that foreign thing where English people just go, yes, yeah, Shall we do
We are looking for the howling tunnels!
howling tunnels! And do the gesticulation with the hands. Anyway, 7A. 7A! If you have some blue cheese to give to the blue mouse, go to 7B. If you do not have any blue cheese, go to 7C.
What a shock. You give the blue cheese to the blue mouse, eh?
I like the fact that, well, if it was pink cheese, is the mouse racist or something? Would he not eat it, you know? Just saying.
I mean, why don't we ever hear about the green mice anymore? What happened to them?
I think they all got eaten by the blue mouse for not being blue. One of those kind of villages, you know?
Oh, alright. Well, we do happen to have some blue cheese.
Alright, well, let's go to 7B then!
Good plan.
The big blue mouse squeaks with excitement when you give it cheese, and it starts nibbling at it straight away. When it has eaten enough, it starts to speak again. Oh god!
Oh no!
Oh no! Ah! Let's hear what he's got to say.
Yeah.
You thank the mouse for this information and leave the village to head north.
Well, look, they're saying goodbye, Lord Goldhawk.
Oh, so they are Orlando. Isn't that nice of them?
They're very friendly, aren't they?
Very nice people. I love them very much. We should come back here, I think.
Definitely.
Let's go.
Hmm.
But what if, say, perchance you didn't understand a word they were saying?
Or you didn't have any blue cheese.
As most people probably don't.
Hmm.
So, you leave the village and walk on across the plain until you finally arrive at a wooded hillside and find some fruit to eat.
I recognise these woods. Maggot men are lies inside them. Oh yes, oh yes.
Well, riskless or not, let's pay Darkmoon a visit. And which, of course, would probably not be the best plan, so we're not doing that. We're instead going to 11. But this would lead to 16, in case anyone wonders. We will get there later. But for first, to 11.
11!
Diddle-lily-lily.
By midday, the ground had become rocky and bare, and you start climbing towards some mountains. An hour later, you spot a great white rock concealing the entrance to a cave.
At last, we've reached the howling tunnels. Come on, Orlando. Let's get it over with.
You enter the cave. It is cold and dank, but is lit by burning torches that have been set in the wall. Some way into the cave, you see the shape of a large figure leaning against the wall. It does not move as you approach, and soon you see why. It is a large cave troll guard. It is sound asleep and is snoring loudly. Its ugly green face is covered in warts.
Ugh.
I know, and long yellow teeth stick out of its fat jaw at odd angles. If you have drunk a potion of good fortune, go to 11A. If you've not drunk this potion, go to 11B. Well, we did drink a potion, didn't we?
We did. We were very lucky, so we can skip this.
Yeah.
But well, should we go with what if first?
Yeah, we'll do what if we didn't have one.
Or we're just aggressive assholes and we just want to beat him up.
That's
He's
not an
sleeping!
option.
Do him!
Quick, he might have loot!
Loot him! Right, to 11B.
Yeah.
It's combat time!
Orlando feels a tickle inside his nose and he cannot stop himself sneezing. The cave troll jumps up and gets wild when he sees strangers in front of him. He picks up his spiked club and grunts loudly.
Rolling is worked out by means of dice rolls.
Dun, dun,
A
dun,
cave
dun,
troll
dun,
has
dun,
a
dun.
skill of 7.
Dun,
You
dun,
should
dun,
have
dun,
kept
dun,
a
dun,
record
dun.
of your present skill, which started at 8.
Dun 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 dun.
You attack first. Roll 2 dice. If the blah 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 rolling 2 dice.
Roll the damn dice.
I rolled a 7, so he's dead. That was pretty quick, actually.
We go to 1A otherwise, but what if we'd managed to fluff it up and he hit us?
So what if? Tell me.
You are knocked to the ground by the heavy blow, lose 1 skill point. Orlando comes to your rescue, however, bowling the troll over with one of his famous rolling attacks. They're famous now.
They are very famous. Famous,
Okay.
you say? Well, pig, we'll have to see about that, won't we?
The cave troll hits his head on a rock and is knocked unconscious. That is the saddest cave troll.
Dunk. Oh,
Go
I
to
live in a
11A.
cave and I don't have a hard head.
Go to 11A.
So 11A it is. Of course, we didn't actually fight the cave troll, so we didn't lose a point.
No.
Nor did we
So-
beat him up, so...
11A. You leave the cave troll behind and walk on down the tunnel. What's that noise? It sounds a bit like a muffled scream. Probably a tin pig looking in the mirror. Hey, do you remember I'm still in this book? No, nobody
you again?
remembers that. Oh, bollocks to you then.
You're the stick, right?
Bollocks to you then. I'm not helping you when we next fight something.
You gonna go? Where you gonna go? You got no legs. Ha!
I'll refuse to let you swing me.
I'll throw you down a pit.
You may. You can try.
By the way, you're sentient. You'll be stuck down there forever.
I'll eventually go down a stream somewhere.
Very deep pit.
Look, let's just
Come on, let's just keep going.
go to 14.
14 it is. 14. Again, you hear the muffled scream coming from the tunnel ahead of you. It is definitely a woman's scream.
That is the worst scream I've ever heard.
I'm improvising. We don't have any ladies handy.
No, we do not. You are right.
There we go then. Then you hear footsteps running away and the sound of a hysterical laugh. Those bloody mice.
I think it's Merrick.
It's not me. I don't laugh. I'm miserable.
Who is that anyway?
I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. The tunnels are quiet again and you walk on, trying not to make any noise yourself. You can see a red glow in the distance and you hear a roar like the sound of a big fire. Do you think it is a big fire?
I don't think it's a big fire.
Well, it says here in the book it might be a big fire.
Well, we have just passed the point saying it recommends that we quick save, so,
I've got an attack on my F5 button, so I don't hit it too hard.
oh,
So I can't,
right.
really.
Well, that's unfortunate.
We're just gonna have to tiptoe as far as the entrance to a huge cave, and there's an enormous red scale dragon, luckily asleep, with flames coming out the side of his mouth, but it's asleep.
Yeah.
Its long tail flicks slowly from side to side.
But it's asleep.
It's asleep, yeah. That's it. Rolling old bones noisily across the stone floor, but not noisily enough to wake it up because it's asleep.
That's handy.
Yeah, that's very handy. There's another tunnel in the far wall of the cave.
It's a great fire dragon. I knew they existed, but I never dreamed I would ever see one, especially considering it's asleep. It's
Very
so
asleep, very
big.
asleep, yeah.
It must be very old
And
and
asleep.
very asleep. How are we going to get past it?
Well, hopefully it'll stay asleep. We can just walk past.
I hope so.
I hope so. If you have the potion of invisibility, go to 14A. If you do not have this potion, go to 14B.
Well, I think we picked one of those up.
We did indeed, from the shopkeeper, I believe.
But what if we hadn't picked up one of those?
If we didn't pick it up, of course, we'd have to go to 14B. So let's do that first. Let's try and sneak around behind the dragon. Perhaps it's too sleepy to notice us.
Well, if you say so, but this is a very, very short section of words here, so I don't think it's going to happen.
Are you reading ahead?
He's reading
No.
ahead. Scorch him! Yeah.
Oh, I missed it.
Well, you did happen to instead hit... Stop hitting the dragon!
Ah! That might be why I woke up.
Maybe.
I think that makes a better ending than the book bit does.
I think it does.
So, the book reckons that you press yourself against the wall, it suddenly wakes up and goes, yo, bitch please, and you're like, run for your life in the flame. But in reality, we all know that Marek hit it with a spell that was aiming for Orlando, hit the dragon went, ow, my ass, woke up and scorched everyone.
And then Marek went, oh, damn it!
Bollocks, at least the golden armour didn't melt.
Loot that.
So, but of course this didn't happen, so to 14A is where we'd normally go. It's a good thing we kept Sad Sam's potion and didn't let that swindler Domehead have it.
Yeah, good thing, isn't it? Because otherwise, you know, if I hadn't have definitely not read ahead, you might have traded it away.
Well, that's true, and that would have been really awkward because we'd have to like try and sneak behind it, and then probably
What?
some idiot might wake it up or something.
But by the way, where have you gone? You've vanished.
That's because I've taken the potion, you dumbass.
Oh yeah, I've took the. Where have I gone? I've vanished.
I'm here. We're both invisible. Jeez, I can't
No.
even see you either. Now, just
If
come
you
with
shout
me.
any louder, you might wake the dragon up.
Shh. Now walk around, past the dragon, and I'll meet you on the other tunnel opposite. Let's hurry. The potion could only be like literally 2 seconds long.
So I've got to follow you then.
Should we share this with Marek?
No.
I don't need no potion to turn invisible, you filthy peasants.
I just sort of slinker off the side of the book, really.
It's convenient.
It just works, really.
Wait, I'm not arguing with you.
Ah!
Oh, I could have hit the dragon. That would have been awkward.
It would have been.
You walk around the slumbering dragon as quickly as possible, and then you enter the new tunnel. By the time you reach the place where the tunnel splits, you are both completely visible again. Carved into the wall of the tunnel to your left, there is a sign of a crescent moon. In the tunnel to your right, there is a sign of the sun. This tunnel is deadly quiet, but you can hear the same woman's scream coming from the left-hand tunnel, only now it's louder!
It's even worse than the first
That
one.
was really quite a poor attempt.
Yeah, it was.
Your narrator apologises.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you want to enter the tunnel where the scream is coming from, go to 9.
Hint.
Go to 9! It's the first one! If you want to enter the right-hand tunnel, go to 3.
Well, we don't like taking hints, do we?
So, we go to 3?
Yeah, why not?
Damn right.
The tunnel is narrow and has a low ceiling. You walk on, but you have the clear feeling that you're being watched.
If I had any hairs on my neck, they would be standing on end.
I can make them stand on end for you.
Oh, no thank you.
Alright.
At last, the tunnel opens out into a small cavern. In the middle, a great bubbling cauldron is hanging over a crackling fire. There are lots of wooden cages of various sizes in the cavern. Small ones hang from the ceiling, while others stand on the floor, but they all have an animal of some sort inside them. Suddenly, from out of every nook and cranny in the cavern appear several short, reddish-brown skin creatures. Oh my god, they're degenerate blue mice!
Ah! This
Actually-
will happen to the green mice!
Fortunately, no, they're not.
That's good.
They have long
Phew.
noses and ears, and they're wearing menacing looks on their small faces. Each is armed with a short bow, which is pointing straight at you.
Oh no! Troglodytes! If we don't give them some gems, we'll end up in that pot.
If you have some gems, which I think we do,
Ah!
go to 3A. But let's pretend we don't have any and go to 3B because we're crazy.
We like to be murdered!
We do!
Let's go.
We could make a run for it.
Or we could fight, but I'm not going to because I said I wouldn't.
Either way, you lose.
A heavy net suddenly drops down from above, trapping you underneath. The tiny creatures cluster closer around you, prodding you with sticks and taking everything you have. Later, you're put in a wooden cage until it's your turn in the cauldron. The fun cauldron of fun!
I want to know how they lift you in the wooden cage and you're wearing golden armour. They're pretty small and that thing's got to weigh a ton. We're assuming here that Goldhawk is the world's strongest man.
I think they just, use a massive team effort to lift the armor up.
Oh, come on. This thing's solid gold. These things can lift up a bar of gold, let alone an armour full of it.
Well, I am looking at them. They are menacingly glaring at you with
Yeah,
their
they are,
no
but they got
people
like
eyes.
little pipe cleaner arms, you know?
Oh,
this
yeah,
this guy's only like 3 inches tall.
I don't think they're 3 inches.
I'm looking at the book. I'm
Well,
using my
yeah,
thumb and finger here as roughly.
I don't think it's to scale, you know.
Yeah.
Either way, we have failed our quest and our adventure would be over if we didn't have
But
gems.
luckily,
We do! let's go to 3A.
3A.
You slowly take the sparkling gems out of your pouch. The troglodytes mutter excitedly.
I'm going to throw the gems in the air and let those creatures fight over them. Get ready to run, Orlando.
Right then. That wasn't much of a throw.
Oh, I've got golden armor on, let's be fair.
Yeah.
As soon as the gems land on the floor, the troglodytes pile on top of one another, screeching loudly. You turn and run, not stopping to look behind you. You run back along the tunnel and into the other one, because you are derp!
Let's essentially could have skipped all this bit.
Yeah, we could have, but we
To
didn't.
9!
9!